guys, so yesterday I went to the library and I wanted to show you guys what books I got. Super excited. So yesterday I was in the coffee shop finishing up First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, and I absolutely loved this book. So this is a suspense. I think it's also considered a thriller as well. But this book was so suspenseful. The way that it was written, I've read quite a bit of thrillers, and this is something that was done that I've never seen before, and I really liked it, and I kept wanting to know more. It kept me on my toes, and it was a super easy read. Really liked this. It was so different than any other books that I read, and I can't necessarily explain why to the detail, but this is really good. I highly recommend it if you guys are on the fence. This is a relatively new book. I'm not exactly sure when it was released, but I would definitely recommend this book if you guys are looking for an easy like suspense thriller to kind of get you back into reading, or something just like quick and easy on a flight, traveling, or something like that. I would definitely recommend this book. But yeah, let me show you guys what I got at the library. So I got Normal People by Sally Rooney. I've heard I feel like mixed reviews about this book, but recently I saw Kyra Stewart read this book in her I believe it's her most recent video, and so I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I picked that up. I read the first chapter and it's in third person. It's written in third person, and I actually really like it. I don't think I've ever read a book in third person before, and off the bat I really like the book. So again, only the first chapter in, but I think this is gonna be a really good read for me. And it's actually really short. So let me see, this book is 273 pages. So excited for something that is just a little bit, you know, shorter than what I would on average read. And then next, guys, I picked up Fourth Wing. I couldn't believe that my library had this book. I know Fourth Wing has been out for a little bit of time, but it hasn't been out that long. I feel like my library is like last to get a lot of books, and of course naturally like public libraries doesn't normally have like new releases like that. So I was like really shocked that they had this book at my library, and I've been like debating buying it, but at the price point I'm like, oh, I don't know, only because I'm not a fantasy reader like that. I have fantasy books, of course, that I haven't really started or anything like that outside of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. If you know, you know. And I really love that book. I've started the second one, A Court of Mist and Fury, as well. And so that's like really the first fantasy that I've ever read. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to purchase this just yet. Considering I don't know if I would like it. I don't really know how I feel about fantasy yet. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. Really excited. Didn't have to pay for it, and of course if I love it, then I'll buy it. So yeah, those are the two books that I got at the library, and I'm really excited about these. So we back in the car. I just got back from the library. The last time I was there, I showed you guys I got Normal People by Sally Rooney, and then Fourth Wing. And that day they also had None of This Is True, I think it's called. Yeah, None of This Is True by Lisa Joel, but it was in large print, and so I didn't want that copy. I just wanted like the regular print, and so they had to send it from another library in the county, and so they had it ready, so I picked that up. So I got this. I've heard nothing but great things about this thriller. It's new. It came out last year, and I don't know what it's about at all. I haven't like read the back or anything, so I'm super excited about it. I have no idea how I'm gonna finish all of these books. I have so many books to read, it's crazy. But yeah, so I had to pick this up. But let's see, let me update you guys on my reading. I have not done much. Let me see. Yeah, so I am at like 16 minutes. Yeah, 16 minutes of reading so far. So I'm kind of just gonna chill in my car a little bit and read some more. But yeah, I'm liking Normal People. I'm not like far at all into this book, if I'm being honest. Where is the book? What in the world? I thought I brought the book in the car. Okay guys, so it's been a few days. I finished Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I've already returned it, so I don't have the book with me. And guys, I don't know what I think about the book in totality. I gave it a 4 stars. Like, I gave it a 4 stars on Goodreads. You can check my Goodreads. I gave it a 4 stars. Again, first book that I've read in third person. Really liked that. In the beginning, I was like tripped up a lot by it, and it took me a while to kind of just get in the groove and kind of just get flowing with that. And throughout the book, like, I was just so angry at the way he treated her. Like, I was so angry, especially in the beginning when they were in high school. I really was just so upset about the way that he treated her. And it was just this like coming of age, if you will, story. And I don't have all of my thoughts. Like, I don't know what to say other than I don't know what I think about the book in its entirety. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I've never read anything like it. I love the way that it was written. I do hear either you love Sally Rooney or you hate it, or hate her books. I also heard there's another book by her, Conversations with Friends. I really don't know of any other books that she has out. I don't really know about her backlist or anything like that. That was my first book by Sally Rooney, and I had just, you know, heard about it and was like, oh, let me get this. It was at the library. I was like, oh, let me get it. So I kind of want to read Conversations with Friends now, so I can kind of see if this is something that I truly enjoy, if I really like enjoy her as an author. So yeah, overall, again, 4 stars. I definitely want to kind of sit in it and think on it a little bit more, and so maybe I'll come back with some other thoughts. But yeah, finished that. And like you guys saw, I'm currently reading Binding 13. So I'm kind of getting back into that. I had read like about 30%, 40% of the book at the end of last year. I want to say it was in December, and then I kind of put it down, read the books that are in January. If you want to see that, check out my shorts I did of my January wrap up. But yeah, I kind of got into those books, and then I kind of just put it on the back burner. So I'm picking it up again. I'm into it. And yeah, I'm super excited to see like where the story goes, because I've heard that the other books doesn't necessarily follow Johnny and Shannon, and I'm like, does their story wrap up in this last half of the book that I have left, so I'm very interested to see how that goes. I'm not really a romance girly too much, but this, I think this is considered a romance. I'm pretty darn sure it's considered a romance, and I don't know what it is. I really like this book, and it's something where you don't have to think too much about it. You're kind of just going along with their lives and the things that are going on with them and their family. And so yeah, it's super easy. It reminds me of a TV show, if you will. And so it's like super easy just to like follow and keep up with. So really loving it so far. So I'm about to get back to that. I'm about 6 hours into my 24-hour reading challenge. This has been a lot, I wouldn't say harder, but also harder than I thought, mainly because I keep forgetting to stop and start my timer at times, and so just remembering to like keep up with that. So we're back on track now, reading for 6 hours, and so we're gonna continue to read. So let's get to it. Y'all, tell me why I am still reading Fourth Wing. Why am I still reading Fourth Wing, you ask? Because I cannot get into it like the girlies have been getting into it. I had a moment during this book where I was like, oh yes, like I'm in it, and ever since then I have not been in it. Like I just can't. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. Like the book has not been bad by any means. And for context, this is my second fantasy that I've read. For those that don't know, I read A Court of Thornes and Roses. Absolutely loved it down. But I am currently on page 431. And I believe there's like 515 roughly pages in this book, and I am like at the point where I want this to be over. Let's see how far I've gotten in my time. Let's see. So I've read for about 17 hours now. I had the timer up, it ran up to about 10 hours, and then it somehow like reset, or I lost it or something, and so I had to restart it. But it's back at, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a mess. It's at 7 hours and 28 minutes right now. And I'll definitely of course finish this book before my 24 hours, but yeah, I'm so ready for it to be over. I have a friend that read this book as well, and she felt the same way about the book. So I don't know. Based on right now, I don't know if I'm gonna read the next one, Iron Flame, or not. But yeah, right now I'm kind of over. I'm a little bit over Violet and Xaden. If that's how you say his name. Yeah, like over them. I'm super like, is he really a good guy? Is he really like for her? I'm currently at the part where they are going to war or battle, I don't know which one you want to call it. And Dane is like, they've kind of split up their group of how they're supposed to be fighting together, if you will. And Dane is like, Dane has just figured out that Xaden and Violet have been together, so he's like super distraught about that. And he's kind of like brought up some good points just about how she doesn't truly know what like Xaden is about. And so I'm kind of like wondering, like, is he really there for good and not bad? So we'll see. Let's get to reading.